Okay, guys, I am videoing and driving. Not safe. We are heading to the Hotter Than Hell Pro Crit in Wichita Falls, Texas. I am going to the airport. I live north of Dallas, but my buddy has a plane, and I'm gonna hitch a ride with him. Yeah, we're just gonna throw my bike in his plane, and we're gonna go race this crit. It's gonna be super cool. I'm excited. I'll see you at the airport. Bye. Guys, we're in Wichita Falls. It's time for a bike race. I'm riding my bike at an airport. This is crazy. It was like a 30-minute flight here. So we're about to throw down Wichita Falls stalls, crit style. All right, I'm gonna run into this airport, change, ride into downtown, and go crit race. Let's do it. All right, y'all, we are warming up on the bike. Few minutes after we landed, and yeah, just a nice easy warm up to the start, get my number, and we're gonna race bikes. Man, this is cool. Legs are feeling heavy after the A race last night at Fair Park, but 'tis the life. All right, super excited about this, y'all. This is gonna be fun, and we're gonna have a good time. So let's enjoy some scenic Wichita Falls neighborhoods. Okay, guys, so here we are. Before I do anything else, we need to talk about the channel. Guys, if you like some of the stuff I'm making, please subscribe to the channel. For goodness sake, I need YouTube just to pay me, because I need better editing software and just all kinds of stuff. So anyway, like and subscribe to the channel. Send it to your mom and your parents and your grandparents and tell them to like and subscribe. So anyway, here we are. Oh yeah, also, what was the other thing? I added chapters to the video, so make sure if you just want to skip to certain parts, all that's down there in the bottom, because this is going to be 40-something minutes of bike racing. But I'm going to try to just keep the commentary to the fun stuff. Anyway, we have started, y'all. So I kind of tried to start near the front. Quickly, kind of got pushed to the middle. I ride for United. We had 10 dudes here. I'm a Cat 3 if you're new to the channel. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just a dad, a 37-year-old dad racing bikes with a bunch of really fast dudes. So I didn't really have a lot of expectations coming into this. I raced the night before at Fair Park in the A race, and really, yeah, I was pretty toasted. But I figured I have the mental fortitude to push through in this race, so we're just going to see how it goes. As soon as it starts, I did a pre-ride and noticed there's a pretty significant little incline on that one corner. Right here, we kind of bombed downhill. And it's going to be a hard right here. In a downhill. There's more downhill here, so we're flying. Easily hit 30-something miles an hour right here. 33. Yeah, so we get to about 33 miles an hour there. And you can notice there's the front. It's already pretty strung out right here. The cool thing is, I'm racing with some really good dudes, really strong riders, and so I know this is going to be tough. How tough, I don't think I really know yet, but we're going to find out. This corner here was sketchy. Everybody hits the brakes. We bunch up, and we take a 90. 4 wide there.
At some point, we're going to see Bradbury. I think he's up here on the right already. No Bradbury. At some point in the race, he just heckles the crap out of me. All right, here's the hill I was talking about. 440, 500. I don't know why that was showing 0 watts for a minute. That was weird. Into a 90 here at the top of the hill. So my goal was kind of like to get in here and just kind of figure out the race. It levels off here, and I know if I can make it to the top of the hill, I can recover. And so what I do each time is I kind of try to recover on this downhill a little bit and figure out how this race is going to roll. Oh, look how strung out that is. $35 miles an hour. Honestly, it's a pretty cool course. 800 watts. I'll just give you all my stats. I'm not hiding stuff. I'm about 180 pounds. And I have a day job that requires me to not be 160 pounds. But, yeah, so I'm kind of a big dude. Matt Stevens, like, calling his line or something. I don't know what that is. I've never seen anyone else do that other than Matt Stevens. There's my boy Sebastian in front of me. Tritton is in front of him, so I got some of my local guys out here. Super good to see them pushing themselves out here. We have some tacos. I think all the good tacos are out here. Except for Cullen. I didn't see Cullen out here because he's scared. I'm just kidding, Cullen. Please don't beat me on Tuesday. Have mercy. It's my buddy Trevor on the right. Those sweet wheels. He was all OCD about his tire pressure at the start. Look at Matt calling his line again. Is that what that is? I've just never seen anyone else do that, but I guess that's what you do in high-speed crits. So I keep calling this a pro kit. It's not really. It's like a 1, 2, 3 crit. But this is my first bigger 1, 2, 3 crit. I do like A races and stuff, but this is my first road race, Omnium, that I did the 1, 2, 3 race. And looking back, I kind of wish I hadn't raced the night before, but that was the race I focused on the night before, and I was happy with 6th. $600, $700. Yeah, so I mean, every lap I'm touching, you know, probably 700 or 800 watts at least once. Here, so there's a surge on me. I think I'm trying to realize, okay, where are my passing spots? And I think I'm realizing I can make up some ground here. So after probably 10 minutes or so, I realized I need to do some work. Try to get up a little ways. So, man, look how fast we go through there. Yeah, 500 watts there for a second. Little surge, probably. Thankfully, for the most part, everybody would ease up a little bit towards the top of this hill. I had a feeling this hill, though, would be the pivotal breaking point for the race. That may be Chad. Plum Dog Plumley. don't know which taco that is, but I think he raced Fair Park last night. Look at him in the gutter. Ugh, it's sketchy. It was kind of bumpy right there. Yeah, so my heart rate, 148. I'm keeping it in control. Coming up on 8.5 minutes of racing, so... 850 watts right there to try to get back up. Try to gain a few spots there. Maybe I try to do it again here. Man, this crit course just had to be very calculated. $720 watts. Funny thing was, my normalized power was not atrocious. I think it was like 290, which, you know, I did almost 300 last night, or the night before at Fair Park. And in my B race, my local race, my normalized is normally like 320 because I just do all the work. That's my fault. There's the recent national champion, Mr. Kepler. Man, so we would go through those corners so fast and like just hitting them so hard that a few times I was like, man, I'm hitting these too fast. I'm a confident bike handler, but man, you just really had to trust your machine through these corners. There's Sebastian doing some work. Yeah, I'm seeing way too many 700 watt drops here. This is the start finish. You didn't know that already. Let's see if Bradbury's up here yet. On the left. Nope. Yeah, so if y'all are new to the channel, I'm like I used to race bikes a long time ago, got out of it, got into triathlon, ultra running, and now that I have kids and I'm older with a job, I bike race because, man, this is just fun. The sad part is I don't train enough to really be much better than I am. I'm one of those people that's extremely efficient with my time, so I do a lot of strength training now, a lot of HIIT stuff, and I try to ride at least, 1-2 hour ride a week. I ride outside maybe like twice a week if I'm lucky. So, as far as team tactics go, I didn't really have a lot. Being the only Cat 3 on the team here, my goal was, number one, to sit in, and if the chance came up, for me to go do something, I was going to do that. Unfortunately, y'all are just going to see that I struggle to really get past mid-pack at any point. I really wish I could have contributed a little bit more than I did. Maybe I'm just too fat. Is that Plumley? I can't tell. I don't think so. That was close. I like it. A little 700 watts. Okay, so paying attention to the heart rate. Everything still looks at control. We are 13 minutes in. The race was slated to be an hour. I think it ended up probably being a little bit less than an hour. So heart rate creeps up on this hill. Mm, 157. That's not out of control for me yet. So I would say probably the first 30 minutes of the race are pretty mild, like this. Around 30 to 40 minutes, there are some very significant upticks in pace. I'll add a chapter so y'all can fast forward to that if you want to. Ew, I'm in the gutter there. It's hard to find a place to drink. Sometimes I would drink here like that guy did. I brought 2 bottles in case I survived an hour. $890 watts. Trying to make up some spots there. There's Sebastian, a Pastor Grayson. Sebastian, you're looking good, dude. Looking swole. There's Bradbury. Now you can hear him. Bradbury has the best heckles. So here I got Grayson's will. I'm just going to kind of like hang on Grayson's will, I think, for a while. I'm like, if I can hang on his will, I'm doing something right. I don't know what his game plan is, but it's probably better than mine. And like my heart rate's like getting close to 160, and he's just like sitting up. I'm like, that's what training looks like, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's selling that bike. I think it's up for grabs if somebody wants it. The 160 heart rate, so it's coming up a little bit, but I'm still kind of trying to hang out with Grayson there. You know, it's funny. I think people underestimate being aero. You know, Grayson gets low there. He's not having to pedal, you know, and he's staying on that wheel. He's letting that heart rate drop. It's really smart. If you can just get aero and get low, man, it is so much more efficient, I find out. Look how low he rides. He really stays down. I found that works well. So I'm trying to stay on his wheel. Again, I don't know where he's going, but it's got to be better than my plan. So we can still see the front of the race here. Everything's looking good and in control. Let's see where Bradbury is. There he was. At one point, Bradbury asks me what my purpose was. It was literally towards the end of the race. I was in the pain cave, and man, it hit deep. What is your purpose? He shouted at me, and I was like, man, I'm worthless. It hurt. Thanks, Bradbury. So yeah, I mean, we're holding easily around 400 watts climbing this thing every time. You know, here I should have probably tried to stay on Grayson's wheel. I don't know why I let it up there. They did a really good job of marking any issues, though, in green spray paint. Here's another United wheel I try to follow. All these dudes are 1-2s. William, you're always saying I don't have teammates. Check this out. I have 9 other ones. Sorry, y'all. Okay, there's Mr. Trevor K. I don't know where Trevor's going, but I'll follow his will. 700 watts, of course. There's another 770 watts. Why not? Temperature's dropping to a balmy 88 degrees. Really struggled here to find out what direction the wind was coming from. I want to say here it was coming from the left. Alright, so I see a chance to move up a few spots here, so I do. When you get those opportunities in a race this big, you need to take it. So there's the front of the race. Looks like someone's going off the front a little bit. I don't know what happened there. That was frustrating. I'm drinking water, not iced coffee. Got to stay hydrated for the Tuesday night crit coming up. Man, the weather is just beautiful. Look at this. Letting this guy know I'm there. Another wheel. And just 630 watts coming out of that corner. Okay, so that guy pulled off to go to the pits or something. So we had to make sure we stayed on it here to kind of go in single file, but of course it's going to bunch up, I think, at this corner. Yeah, look at that. Oh, we're hitting it. Oh, Bradbury, leave me alone. He knows how to push my buttons. I don't know how I feel about that lime green bar tape in front of me. Leave a comment. Are you pro lime green bar tape? If you're still watching the video right now, leave me a comment just saying you're still watching the video. Oh, we're grinding 500 watts. Heart rate's 160. Oh, nice. Hit 35 again. So heart rate dropped to 149. That's good. I'm still able to recover here. I also found this outside a good place to pass if I wanted to. Obviously, I had to do some watts to do that, but I can make up a few spots here every time. Is that the front of the race? Yeah, so I'm moving up right here. I don't remember moving this far up. I think I was tired of Bradbury heckling me. I do not like those white spokes either. Oh man, this is where I got pushed over hard to the left. We slowed down to 23 right there. Here's Bradbury on the left. There he was. We're doing 27 miles an hour uphill. It's freaking awesome. That may be Jack in front of me. Taco Jack. Okay, there's Grayson. Good, so I've moved up quite a bit here. I'm easily in the front half right here. Honestly, looking back now, I should have capitalized on this. You know, the heart rate's still up there at the high 150s, but I should have capitalized on this and moved up here. At least then I could have gone down in a flame of glory. We're almost 11 miles in already. $780 watts. Jeez. That guy swung right. That's Ferguson. Is that Jack or Ferguson? I can't tell the taco there. All right, I got Grayson behind Matt Stevens there. Well, heart rate's still staying under 160. I wonder if, you know, normally if my heart rate's that low, it means I'm having a good race, right? Because my max is around 174. And so when I get to the 160s, that's when I'm, you know, really pushing it. Which probably means that maybe the night, I'm just still fatigued from the race the night before. But right here, I think, you know, honestly, I still feel like I'm having a good race. I'm still in it. I'm just not able to get up there. And maybe that's my fault for not trying harder. That's what Bradbury asked me, what's my plan? Bradbury, this is my plan. Don't die. I'm still upright, so that's freaking awesome. Okay, so we got a breakaway up front. I want to say this is when we start working much harder. Let's see. 490, 550 watts. 500 again. Thankfully, a little reprieve here. I want to say some guys got away here. No, it's hard to tell. Yeah, we got one rider off the front. All right, I'm back on Mr. Kepler's wheel. This is a good place to be. We are almost 30 minutes into this, y'all. There's white spokes. Whoa! Into the gutter. I think that's when I felt like my traction was just not... I was not as confident with my cornering there for some reason, because I felt like my tire was slipping every once in a while. Yeah, so pushing 500 watts. So we can still see the front of the race here, no problem. There's Grayson being smart, going around, getting a lot of spots there. I always say the left here for some reason. Probably not the best move. Mr. Stevens there on the right. Let's see what Bradbury shouts this time. Nothing. I mean, we're pushing 500 watts there through a corner. Heart rate 144. I wonder if that's accurate. That means I must have recovered well. All right, we are right at 30 minutes of race time, y'all. Big lull here. You can see it bunching up. That's dangerous, right? That means an attack is imminent. Doesn't matter for me, though, because I think I'm probably hurting pretty good here, so I'm not responding to anything. Okay, I think that's Trenton, 871 up there in the UNT jersey. Oof, man, I love bike racing. Yeah, it's just, it really sucks when the race doesn't pan out the way you want to. But guys, this is just fun. If you've never done a bike race, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to know about bike racing. I'm going to do a series or a video or two or something about basically like intro to bike racing. Bike racing is a super bougie sport. Everybody can be total a-holes. So I want to fix that. I want to be more welcoming to new folks. And so if you have questions about bike racing or just, you know, recommendations on what to talk about in a video, let me know. And I'm going to try to make that happen. There's a Bradbury. You're not even mid-pack. This is mid-pack, Bradbury. Leave me alone. All right, here's my buddy Trenton on the left here. Another local rider. Very strong dude. Trenton told me the other day in high school, he ran like a, he's going to kill me because I'm going to get this wrong, like a 14-something 5K. That's atrocious. Cross country at that, so absolute beast. With that kind of 5K time, if he'd apply himself to cycling, he would be a champion. Man, look how strung out this is, guys. There's gaps opening right there, so this is it. It is picking up. Things are just... Yeah, this is a little frantic here. Look how gapped out this is. So this is where I think I start to go into a little bit of panic mode, and I'm seeing some splits, and those are big. So we're doing work to stay connected here. I don't know what happened, but this is pretty pivotal here. Yeah, heart rate's creeping to 162, so that was some work. Let's see what Bradbury says. I think he asked me what my purpose was. As I'm struggling, I'm freaking out. Look how strung out this is, straight up this hill, y'all. Attacks are going, and it is getting intense. 700 watts. This dude's about to get a gap. Not happy with that. So I'm just wheel sucking this guy, holding 500. Look at that. There's no bunching up right here. Look at this. 700 watts again to get back on. Cannot let that open up. So I do some work. 168 beats right here. So it's escalating quickly. I really dig right here to get back on, y'all. That gap shouldn't have opened by that dude. If he hadn't done that, it wouldn't have put me in the red so bad. So I'm back with Trenton now. I'm going to do whatever I can to recover. We're 34 minutes in. All right, heart rate's back in the high 150s. I'm on Trenton's wheel here. And it is still strung out, but not as bad as it was that last lap. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm telling Trenton right there to stay on it. I'm just trying to motivate him because I can tell that I think he is probably hurting as well. He was suffering on that last attack. And so let's see what happens on the climb this time. It is still strung out, y'all. So when you see it strung out like this, that means the pace is moving. Gap opening right there between that cadence dude. Yep, we got to dig. 848. Stay on it. Oh, this hurt. Another gap opening there. This is where I made the mistake of being at the back of the race. This is what happens at the back. There's a gap right there. So see the gap? Ugh. So this is where... This is the beginning of the end. The amount of work I'm having to do to stay on right now is atrocious. The music is matching my desperation. So I know the downhill's coming here. If I can get on this downhill, I can get back on. So you see a gap there, up there where it looks like Matt Stevens is. That is not good. So Trenton here is letting up, and I'm like, I got to get around him. But he puts in some work to stay on as well. And I can see more gaps right there in my peripheral when I'm coming through this corner. So I know now is do or die. Got to do some work. I got to get on these wheels in front of me and slowly work my way back up. There's a wheel that I should have gotten on, right? So I'm going to do some work and get around Trenton here. 870 watts. I think Trenton's toast, so I move. And fortunately, I get right back on here, y'all. And that looks like Grayson. Is that Grayson? Yeah, that's Grayson Kepler. So I'm back in here. If these dudes can get back on... So right here, I am just going to do everything I can to stay on these wheels. 640 watts. Staying on it. Okay, good. We're lolling. Thank God we are easing off. Hopefully everyone else is hurting as bad as I am right now. Trenton right there is back on. Heart rate's 160. I can see the front of the race there, so we're together. But this is my fault here for falling back again to recover. I should have put in the work to get up front so that I don't get gapped at some point. Ultimately, y'all, what we got to pay attention for is Trenton is going to blow up in front of me as I'm already redlining, and I just delay in trying to get around him, and I stay on his wheel, and when the gap opens, I cannot close it. Again, that's my fault for not being further up in the race. $720 watts, 770. Staying on it here. So I'm happy with this, y'all. We're coming at 40 minutes and I'm still with it. I think it's eased up a little bit, and this dude is back in it, so I'm following his wheel, and I notice he lets gaps open I don't like. So I think I'm gonna come around him. All right, I'm on Trenton's wheel still. 670. Heart rate's still not too high, but it is strung out, y'all. Look how far up the road they are. I think I'm out of the saddle here. Yeah, we're strung out going up this hill. And at the top of this, I think, is where Trenton's popping. There's that guy again. I think I'm going to dig to get around him again here in a minute. Yeah, Trenton's sitting up. Trenton's sitting up. I should have gone around here. I should have gone inside right here and done the work. Nope, we're doing 150 watts, and that is my fault. I messed up. And this is when it rides away. I think I try to get around him here, and he goes too wide, and I can't. I dig there, 600 watts. I'm like, nope, gotta go, 700. Too little, too late, y'all. I think I'm popped here. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is just intense watching it. 530, and I'm desperately trying to get back. There goes a cadence dude, indicating that I'm just not, I don't have the power. And here I could have dug in to try to grab back on, and I think I resign here. I don't know why. That's resignation. That's what that is, 120 watts. I attempt one more time here in a minute. As we take the turn to get back on, but this is it. That's my race. That's even more frustrating watching it again, y'all. Anyway, you watch me try to get back on here. I think I look and I'm like, oh yeah, I can get that. Let's see what happens. They're right there. 500, 640 watts. 500. Because they bunched back up, y'all. Look at the bunched up they are. It means they eased off. Anyway, Trenton pulls up, we chat, and that's it. Guys, thank y'all for watching. I'm sorry I disappointed. I wish I could have finished with the pack, and I think maybe if I hadn't raced Fair Park, I could have. But we'll never know. Guys, please, please, please like and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends to subscribe. Share the video. Leave me a comment if you want t-shirts, because I'm going to make t-shirts. So, Trenton, good work, dude. Sebastian, great work. United, first and third. Proud of those dudes for how hard they work. Freaking awesome. All right, enjoy the rest of the video, y'all.
All right, for sure.
All right, guys. I didn't finish with the group. Got dropped after about 40 minutes. I'm gonna blame that on Trenton because he got gapped and I couldn't close the gap. I'm kidding, Trenton, not your fault, dude. Anyway, guys, this was super fun. I had a blast. There's a plane landing right behind me. We're gonna load up and get back to the Dallas area, and man, just head out to the Tuesday night crit next week and have some fun. So that was incredibly hard. The hill just crushed me, and I didn't really have it after last night, but I had a good time, and man, that's just bike racing. So anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of the video. If there is any more, I haven't even edited this yet, obviously, so we'll just see what happens. Okay, guys, see y'all later.